How are you today? How are you feeling today? I believe that's so important to ask ourselves, to ask others. Just that simple question of, how are you feeling? How are you? And of course, I would like to tell you today that I love you. I would like to encourage you not only to tell yourself that, look in the mirror, look deep into your eyes, and say, I love you. Say it until you feel it, not even until you believe it. Because when you can feel it is when you believe it. I love you. I love you. And just love on yourself. But until you do that, in this moment, I would like to share that with you. I was thinking, self-acceptance. What does that look like? What does that look like for you? And in that moment when I'm asking Dad, I needed to ask Sophia, what did that look like for her? What did that look like in my life? When I was in elementary, I remember the little boy them used to pick at me, and they used to pick at my birthmark, and they used to say really mean things like, what's that bird doodle coming down your face, or what's that? Oh my gosh, that hurt my feelings. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, so I have feelings. And I would go home and I would try and scrape it off and scratch it off, because my gosh, if it was something that was causing so much harm, I didn't want it. I didn't want it on me. And so then at some point I used to try and take my hair and cover it, right? And for those of you who know me know my hair was tall, so I would attempt to take my hair and cover it. That didn't work either, because in my rearing, as a form of punishment, or maybe if there was a belief that I was using my hair in some kind of way, so when I would want to wear my hair out as punishment, I used to have to wear it back. I used to have to wear it up, like in a ponytail. I can't have the hair out or show the hair or anything like that, because it was believed that I was attempting to be vain or something. So I never even liked my hair, right? Or my makeup. I'm Indian, so them used to say little something like, coolie don't have bottom, or coolie look like this, or coolie look like that. What's a coolie? That's an Indian. That's an Indian. Yeah? Indian Jamaican. So them used to say coolie, and we didn't have hot water growing up, so man, my little self in the cold water, that used to afraid me. And I would get in the water and just sit there and just think, and open my eyes and just hope that automatically I was just wet in somewhere, because I didn't like to be cold. That was interpreted as coolie don't like to bathe. No man, it's not something I like bathe, I just don't like cold water. So, or the things that they would say about my makeup or my body. I used to wear jackets in Raising South Florida. The weather is hot and hotter at all times, so I used to wear jackets to cover up. Or being raised in the Adventist church, and there was, you can't show your arms or your legs or too much of anything, because then you're seen as, well, Jezebel was doing these things to try and get a man, or you're trying to get a man, or all of these little things, right? And I'm sure as I can collect and recollect whatever these things are in my life, you can do the same. Now I tell you, the moment in life, and I hear horns in the background because, yeah, that was the time. The moment in life when I decided that I was going to love me. I was going to love everything about me because I understand that when Source Creator created me, when Source Creator created you, when you were created, there were no mistakes. So this birthmark that the people them used to pick at some point, I just wanted to show it, and I would never even wear my hair out because I just wanted to show it and hold it back. And once I started to love my birthmark, which I said, Source understood that my life would have a journey, and these are the beautiful markings of what that is. Yeah, and Source knew that I, Sophia, was special and different. We all are. I'm just speaking about me. Was special and different. So, I'm gonna come in with more like a marking and thing. Yeah? Easily identifiable. Mostly by energy. But as I was learning self-acceptance, and I love that, all of a sudden, people in the airport, wherever, would ask, oh my gosh, what is that? Is that a tattoo? I love that. In the street, they might ask something different that have meaning to them, right? Whatever that may be, when I start loving that, the collective and the people started loving it too. When I started loving my hair, not my hair per se, but not hiding any aspect, right? Because Julia Javier will look like, or whatever these things are, that was said to me by various people. And stop having to hide, because these things don't mean that I am looking to attract. It means that when I woke up in the morning and I put whatever I decided to garb myself with that day on the outer, because I'd already filled up the inner, right? And as within, so without. So when I put those things on, it's an absolute reflection of who I am in all of that basis. Nothing outside of me. Absolutely nothing outside of me. So when I started loving all of me, loving all of my quirks, loving all of my insecurities, loving all of me, because all of those sides make up me. The things that others love or don't. But my full acceptance of me, and understanding that when I was created, when you were created, there were absolutely no mistakes. And so as we go out into the world and we learn how to fully accept and love us, every inch of us, whatever that is, every piece of you, and we learn how to accept what we may call the positive, the light, and what may be the negative and the dark. And we just fully love on us how we were created, knowing there were no mistakes. Others will do the same. In this moment, I remind you to breathe. Breathe in the breath of life, and breathe out all that doesn't serve. No shallow breaths. Press into the lower dantian, filling that energy center up, because we want to make sure that as we go in, we fill ourselves up to be optimum at all times. Show up as the experience that you wish to have in the world. And as you show up for you, the world will do the same. Yeah, love you. No mistake, no night, no peace. Yeah, man.